Okay, this is the fourth grade in the enrichment room, and this is work for 2 students, and we are doing equivalence of fractions, and they use the different materials to see what, like for instance, obviously 2/4 is 1/2, to see what families fit and to build equivalence. We want more fluidness in their facts, and so they have materials for borrowing. And these kids were tested and placed into appropriate levels of things that they need to become more proficient in. This is the checkerboard, and we have long multiplication. And it is upside down, but that's just an example of some of the problems that they're doing. Let me turn around. We also have students working on geometry with similar, congruent, and equivalence, and that's a really important skill. And a lot of teachers do not have a lot of time to do geometry, but it's a foundational piece of work in the enrichment room. These 2 students have worked on a lot of equivalence, and so now we're doing addition with like denominators, and then we do introduce equivalence before that so that they can reduce these fractions and start finding patterns with their addition. This is called the long division, and kids oftentimes struggle with long division, and this does the subtraction underneath, and this student is learning just the exchanges and finding the quotient, but ultimately it will do all of the subtraction underneath so they can see the pattern. So this is another example where we want to move from concrete to abstract, and we want to create proficiency with the students. And if we have some comments, if anyone wants to make a comment about what they like about this room, you can raise your hand and I will videotape. Is there anyone that would like to comment of how this room helps you? Go ahead.
Helps me learn with my math.
Okay.
It helps me advance what I was doing. Advance it.
Okay. Anybody else want to comment?
It helps me with certain maths that usually my class doesn't have time for in the regular classroom.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So that just gives you an idea of the different pieces of work and material that is in the 4th grade.